Hi everyone, welcome to a new project. This is a project for Scrap and Create, and you can get all your supplies there. This is Atelier from, it's Atelier des Arts, which is an art studio from Stamperia. I have a link down below for the cutting guide for this project as well. And let me go ahead and show it to you. It's a fairly large album. It is 9 by 7 with a 2.5 inch spine, and I had to work with 2 of the 12 by 12, 2 of the 8 by 8, the die cuts, and I had 2 sheets of the rice paper. I only used one, and I'll show you when I turn it over. You'll be able to see it better. It's on the cover. And I had these flowers. These are all from Scrap and Create. These flowers are from 49 in Market. I believe these little white ones were 2. This butterfly was from my stash, but I got it at Scrap and Create. It's a Prima butterfly. And these are the chipboards. And I think you can see as I'm tapping this that it moves a little bit because this does come off like that. I also did on here some paint splatter, but it's not super obvious, and if you don't care for that, you can just leave it off, and I just used a craft paint that I had for that, acrylic. And then the closure is just some strips of fabric that I tore because I wanted this sort of rough frayed look. It's a silk that I had in my stash, but you could use a calico or something like that, and then it just unties. I have it in the sort of beige and black, and you can see it's fraying, but that's the look I was going for. So I also used this Art Alchemy gold wax, vintage gold. I'll have that link down below. I don't know if you can see it. It's on the edge of some of these papers. So that's the cover, and here is the spine. You can see the this is all rice paper because you can bend it across the spine. So this is the sheet. I had the one that had the easel on it. I also have another sheet that I'll use in another project. I just didn't get it into this one. And then there is the back, and this is the rice paper here. I used black and craft cardstocks. So let me go ahead and remove that. And then this is one of the cut aparts with the magnets behind it that hold that cover piece. And let me just grab a scrap. This right here, you can get a photo there and a photo there if you want. And that opens like that. And then you know how, if you're familiar with these kind of albums, they have a side pocket insert or a side pocket opening from where it's put on the hinge. On this one, I staggered that down an inch, so this is actually part of the side pocket here, and this is the side pocket insert, just plain. I didn't do a lot of fussy stuff on the inserts. This is an easel card that lifts up. Let me tilt that so you can maybe see it. Okay, and this is one of the chipboards, or not chipboards, die cuts, and these are all die cuts on the front. Here we have some flaps. I think I started to say I had 2 12 by 12 and 2 8 by 8, and I used about 1.5, maybe more, about 1 3/4 of the 12 by 12s, and about the same on the 8 by 8s. Mostly what I have left are cut apart sheets. And then here we have, this is another side pocket. And then we have another pocket here. Let me pull these out just so you can see how that looks matted. That goes there. And then this is a one of the die cuts, and it's a tuck spot. This is a fussy cut flap. We've done fussy cut pockets before, but this time I did it as a flap. And then another flap. And then here we have, this is one of the inserts, and this is the same. These are mirror images of each other, so we'll look at this one first. It's just a little booklet. Then there's another side pocket insert, and what I did here, let me put that in, and let me put this in. In order to get the mirror image, we added a pocket on this side, and then we have a matching booklet and side pocket insert here. If you remember my Stamperia Grand Hotel album, I did the pages the same way on that book, and we did a similar mirror imaged page in that book. And then here in the back, we have a side pocket insert. We have a waterfall, and this has 1-inch reveals like this, and these are not fully matted yet. I have to add the craft to those. Oh, and there's a mat on the back of that. And then we have a pocket here on the inside back cover. And if I can get it open, we'll take a look at it. There we go. And this is one of the chipboards, die cuts. I keep calling them chipboards, but they're not chipboards, they're die cuts. And this book does have the sort of floating lay flat spine. And I did want to mention that usually in a book, when I have a full 1/2 inch between these pages, and usually when I have that much space, I go in and put a strip of pattern paper here. But I felt like with this book, the paper itself was so lively and busy that was kind of a restful spot, and so I left it. Sometimes your eye needs a spot to just stop. So that is our project. Let me get our cover piece. That goes there. All right. Here we go. All right. So I have already got the first part of the tutorial done, so that should be up tomorrow. And I'm not sure what time tomorrow, but tomorrow. And that will be that. I hope you'll enjoy making it with me. And if you like this album, keep an eye on my Etsy shop. It's more than likely going to show up there. Not that I don't like it, I just don't have room to keep all the albums I make anymore. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.